So you're thinking of moving to Ashland City, Tennessee. Well, in this video, we're gonna show you around Ashland City.
Folks, we'll take you through some different neighborhoods. We're gonna show you some different homes and different price points so that you may see what might best fit within your budget here in Ashland City, Tennessee. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I promise you, Chris and I are going to share with you some of the best kept secrets this city has to offer. We're getting after it right now.
So if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Ashland City, Tennessee, then please subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Ashland City, Tennessee. My name is Chris.
My name is Mark.
And we are with
Welcome Home, Nashville, Tennessee. Folks, we get calls and texts from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to Ashland City, and we absolutely love it. So remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule your personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Ashland City, Tennessee. All right, folks, so as I mentioned, we are in Ashland City today. Oh, don't want to get whacked by a tree there. And I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the area. So Ashland City is an outdoor enthusiast paradise, and we'll touch a little bit more on that later. And it's got that small town feel. It's full of tight-knit communities. It's very safe. And yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful place to live that offers you super convenient access to two major cities, both Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee, without having to pay the lifestyle or financial costs of living in those urban areas. Ashland City, it really is a small town. It's super safe, very, very friendly folks. And we were kind of joking this morning. We actually noticed, I'll show you in just a moment, that Ashland City is such a safe city and a place to live that they've actually got external doors on the county jail here. We're in downtown, obviously, at the courthouse, but yeah, they've got external doors on the jail cells. That's how safe Ashland City is. But anyways, folks, whew, got some loud work trucks heading through this morning. A lot of folks heading out to the job site, getting ready to start their day. We absolutely love it. It's good stuff here in Ashland City, Tennessee. So let's go ahead and head on down the road. We've got a lot to show you today, guys. Ashland City, albeit small, is an incredible place to live with a ton of cool stuff to offer, and we are absolutely going to show you all of that today.
All right, y'all, I am right out here on a dock right in the middle of the Cumberland River. It is absolutely beautiful here in Ashland City, Tennessee. And I've got a great bar and marina back here behind us. It's Riverview Grill and Marina. And then right over here, you'll actually see River Bluff Park. So River Bluff Park actually has some different trails and stuff running along the river, and creates a great opportunity to bring your family out. Things are absolutely beautiful out here. You got the bridge right there in front of me. That's crossing right over, heading on into Ashland City. Things are just absolutely beautiful out here. There's several boats going by, a lot of people fishing. This is a great restaurant where you can actually pull up to this dock that I'm walking on, pull right up, tie the boat up, head on up, grab some lunch, all without ever really getting off the water, get back in the boat, and you are back off to fishing, flying up and down, doing some skiing, tubing, whatever your family desires. It's a great time out here. But not only is Ashland City known for the river, it is actually known very much so for large tracts of land and custom built homes. There's a lot of people that have different farmland, different tracts and stuff. A lot of beautiful homes here, including some great towers that you can actually see right across the street, where there's a lot of 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom condos with some penthouses, and it gets a little bit more expensive as you go up. We'll actually tour you guys around that one. Ashland City is actually the 110th largest city in Tennessee, about 5,500 people or so. It's grown about 40% over the last 20 years, according to Census Bureau data. And there's a little bit of growth and development that is starting to hit. Some businesses and stuff are popping up. You'll see some of the different developments, strip centers. You'll see the Walmart over there, some of our drive-through video. There's a Benchmark Physical Therapy. You know, things are continuing to pop up here in Ashland City. And it's continuing to grow a little bit, with only being about 20 miles west of Nashville, just a little bit. And you're only about half an hour or so from Clarksville. So it gives you a really easy and scenic drive to either location. And quite honestly, it's probably the most scenic commute into Nashville of any of the suburbs surrounding. So you got a 4-lane highway that takes you right on in. The traffic's not near as bad just because there's not as many people. Like I said, about 5,500 people here in Ashland City, making that commute pretty simple. It honestly surprises me that Ashland City is just now really picking up a lot of steam, because the cost of living here is still significantly less than a lot of the other suburbs surrounding Nashville. So you get a lot more bang for your buck here than you do in other places. But we're gonna walk on up and go grab some food.
Folks, I know we told you Ashland City is an outdoor enthusiast paradise with more than 25,000 acres of parks, wildlife management areas, wildlife refuge areas, and all types of access for the people here to enjoy. We're actually here at River Bluff Park right now, and I just wanted to show you around because it is such a cool little park to come hang out at. Obviously, you've got your playgrounds, and then you have the Ashland City Farmers Market here. And as we walk down through here, you know, I'll tell you a little bit more about Ashland City. Your shopping, right? So Ashland City is a small town, and it is really kept alive. The heart of it is kept alive by all the locally owned businesses. If you watch some of our B-roll footage in the beginning of the video as we drive through Ashland City, you'll see there are tons and tons of locally owned businesses just up and down Main Street, and it really gives Ashland City its soul. But you know, if you do need a bigger box store, there are a couple here in Ashland City. If that shopping doesn't quite happen to be enough for you, you know, again, you've got Clarksville and Nashville just 30 minutes either direction. Clarksville is kind of northwest, Nashville is kind of southeast from Ashland City, and you've got a very well-maintained 4-lane highway heading in both directions. So it's not a bad commute whatsoever to get to all of the amenities that a larger city has to offer. Now, I'll show you here, River Bluff Park. Again, we've got our stage over here. They do host an awesome festival here in the fall. It's tons of fun. Local businesses sponsor it. They come out, local artists, people selling handmade goods, things along those lines. You've got live music, all that fun stuff. And you know, now we talked about lake life in Hendersonville and some of the other cities here in Middle Tennessee, but lake life isn't really a thing here in Ashland City. But river life certainly is, and that's kind of where we're headed over to right now. Oh, looks like we've got some brand new boats out testing today. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but there are actually two custom boat building factories here in Ashland City, and you're about to see why. So we've got the beautiful Cumberland River behind me, and Ashland City is just full of access points, guys. You may see in the background over there the River View Restaurant and Marina we had lunch at today, but this is a public park. You've got public boat ramps, public docks here. You've even got some gentlemen fishing over behind me. As we pulled in, they were actually reeling in a catch. So there's plenty of public access absolutely everywhere. If you move to Ashland City, definitely plan on buying a boat because you will need it. You'll want to do things like this gentleman behind me cruising up and down the river. Absolutely love it, folks. Me personally, so my wife and I, we live just outside of Nashville, and you know, the Cumberland up near Nashville is lovely. It's beautiful. It really is. But you've got a lot of large shipping barges and things like that coming through that part of the river on a regular basis, so it can get a little dangerous. But up here in Ashland City, it's a little bit closer of a drive for me and my wife. And this is where we come and take our boat out, folks. We love it up here. We'll stop in at the restaurant, grab a bite to eat. She'll have a glass of wine, and then you know, we'll cruise back to the ramp, enjoy the sunset, and enjoy the view. Hang on one second. I'm gonna take you down there just to like a little bit of a scenic overlook here in the park. It's just incredible. It looks like scenes out of an Avatar movie almost. It really reminds me of that, just because you've got these insane bluffs along the river, and they're just gorgeous. They really are. The scenery here it's breathtaking. It's absolutely incredible, folks. So we're gonna go ahead and head to our next spot, tell you a little bit more about Ashland City, and then get started on our home tours. Folks, so I know I told you about the boat manufacturers here in Ashland City. So that is going to be Camus Boats. They build some incredible freshwater and saltwater boats. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. You definitely need to check out their website. Just another thing that's going to help you access all of these incredible natural resources here in Ashland City. But let's go ahead and talk about the thing that everybody is always concerned about, and that is our schools. So here in Ashland City, you'll have access to 15 different public schools, 13 different private schools, and those are going to be spread across 6 districts. And just like the rest of Tennessee, there are some incredible educational opportunities here in Ashland City, with many of their schools ranking among the top public and private schools in the state of Tennessee. So now that we've kind of covered just about everything that Ashland City has to offer, let's go ahead and head out and get started on our home tours. All right, folks, we are out here at our first stop on our home tours here in Ashland City, Tennessee. We are in a beautiful townhome / condo community called Hickory Hills here in Ashland City, Tennessee. It is a beautiful, beautiful community. We're going to go past a currently active listing. It is going to be 2 beds, 1.5 baths, sitting a little over 1,300 square feet. And these homes are going to fall in our $200,000 price point. A little bit more than $200,000, but that $200,000 window. Now, it is a beautiful community here. You've got plenty of natural scenery as your background. You've got well-manicured landscaping, well-manicured, well cared for parking lots and sidewalks. And yeah, just a very nice, clean community here in Ashland City, Tennessee. From downtown, the drive took us about 6 minutes to get here. So you're pretty centrally located. And to get here, you do end up passing all of the primary shopping area in Ashland City, Tennessee, where you're going to find some of your, or most of your big box stores, things like that. So very, very conveniently located all across the board. Waving at some neighbors here. We've got a nice community pool behind us. You really cannot beat it here in Ashland City. My wife and I, we actually looked at Ashland City quite extensively when we were looking to move to the greater Nashville area, just because it has that smaller town feel. My wife and I, we both came from small towns, so we do appreciate that tighter knit community, that tight close feel. We like to know our neighbors. We like to make friends in our community. So, we were looking for a place that offered that smaller town feel, but still had all the amenities of a larger city and everything we would need, in regards to living, to be convenient. So with Ashland City being, a short 30-minute drive outside of downtown Nashville, only about 20 miles, down a gorgeous, you have a gorgeous commute down a nice, well-maintained 4-lane highway. It is pretty low volume traffic, not quite as low volume as heading up I-40 from White Bluff, Kingston Springs, Pegram area where we currently live, but still very low traffic, very easy commute. I will say the commute from Ashland City into Nashville definitely beats the commute up I-40 into Nashville from our area. It is so gorgeous. It's so scenic. You follow along the Cumberland River for most of the commute, and you get to see those beautiful river bluffs, hardwoods, big tall hills here in Tennessee that everybody loves. And it is an incredible way to start your day when you're commuting from Ashland City to Nashville. I talked about kind of the setting here for Hickory Hills, the backdrop. And now that we've got a clear view, I'll turn around so you can see it. You've just got huge, if I don't trip over a speed bump, you've got huge hardwood covered hills behind you. Absolutely gorgeous setting, guys. You really cannot beat it here at all. So we're coming up on our listing here. It's going to be unit 44. Again, that is a 2-bed, 1.5 bath, right at 1,318 square feet, in that $200,000 price point range. You really can't beat the value either. I mean, to find something like this within such close proximity to not only downtown Nashville, but also Clarksville. You know, you've got just about a 30-minute commute either direction. Here we are, there's unit 44 there behind me. Anyways, either direction, you've only got about a 30-minute commute. And to get that close to two major Tennessee cities like that and stay under $300,000, you really cannot beat that value. So now that we've covered our $200,000 price point, I'm going to pass you over to Chris. We're going to head on down the road and show you our next home on our home tours.
All right, y'all, I'm at one of my favorite, I mean absolute favorite communities here in Ashland City, Tennessee. We're at the Braxton Condominiums. There's 2 twin towers overlooking the river, and it is absolutely beautiful here. You've also got this huge dock right here. This dock is open to the public, so there's a lot of people with boats here, along with their ramp right here that they can easily access right from the community. But a lot of public boats as well that enter from the other side. But this right here is just prime lake life, river life, whatever you want to call it. It's an opportunity to get outside on a daily basis because you are living right here. You're living the life. If you don't have a boat, come make friends with somebody that does have a boat, and it is awfully easy because they all live here. One of the best things about these couple towers is as you go up, obviously the view improves. You get those beautiful views overlooking the river, and that does come with a price tag a little bit. So some of these lower levels, they start out around the 300s, mid 300s range, and starts to go up from there. You start to hit the 4s, 5s, 6s, all the way to those top penthouse suites where you land somewhere in the 800,000 range. Obviously you can get the life without without that extreme cost, but if you're looking to live the life of luxury and you really want to have the opportunity to take it all in, live that lake life, live the dreams, you can do so on a budget, like I said, in the mid 300s range. Most of these are 2 bedrooms. We do have some 3 bedrooms. Obviously, the 3 bedrooms are a little bit more expensive. Majority of them all have 2 bathrooms and open kitchen, living area. It's very nice. On the lower level, you'll find a lot of shared amenities. So one of my favorite, they actually have a card room. If I lived here, I would be hosting a poker game on a weekly basis. They've also got a fitness facility. They have a pool outdoors. It's on the other side. There's a few other very important things that you need to know about the community as well. Number one is parking. So there's so many people that if you don't know and your agent's not aware of everything that's going on with the Braxton community here, is that you have covered parking and you have uncovered parking. The covered parking spots are actually deeded space. So if you're gonna buy a house here, you actually need to also get a parking spot, and the owner that's selling you the house may or may not have one. So those are all very important questions to ask, but you actually have to buy that deeded parking spot. The other thing that comes along with a deeded house is the storage lockers. There's storage lockers on the main level, along with some of the other shared amenities. That same thing, it comes deeded with the house. So some of them will come with 1 or 2 storage lockers, and some won't come with any, depending on how it happens. So sometimes people, buy a house and don't want it, and they'll sell those rights to somebody else. Same thing with parking spots. So you have to be careful and make sure that you check all the boxes. Now, some of y'all are probably wondering, like, he's showing us this community. Why the heck is he walking through the woods? Well, I actually just crossed over a bridge that I'm sure you guys saw, and we are now on the Braxton's private island here. So when I say private island, I mean there's literally an island. We're completely surrounded by water now, and they've got kayak storage over here. You see some covered stuff. They've got canoes. A lot of people bring their boats, kayaks, canoes, everything out here and leave them. That way they don't have to take them so far to the water. Most everything's really safe around here. Nobody really bothers anything, but that's not the best thing about this island. The best thing about this island is actually a shared garden, and I'm walking up over here currently. What you have here is a well that will actually suck water out of the river. So you got a pump, it'll suck water out of the river in order for you to actually be able to use it for gardening. So it's really cool how they have all of these raised boxes here at the Braxton for gardening. And we're right here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around a little bit so you guys can check this out. You see some flowers, you see some different vegetables. They've got a little bit of everything here for this shared garden. Several of the community members will come out here, they'll tend to it. As you see, they've got to cover some of this stuff up, try to get some growth going. There are a lot of animals that are out here, so you have to be careful of some of that stuff, but they've got a little bit of everything here. This is one of my truly favorite things, and it is just so peaceful out here on this island. And as you can see, you've got the river right here. So I'm gonna slide on down this hill, let you guys see this behind me here. Now, one thing to note, that the Braxton does not technically own this island. They have some rights to use it that's actually deeded from one of the farm owners across the river here. So there's not really a lot that that farmer can really do with this island, so they keep it deeded to themselves. However, they're very friendly, and they allow the Braxton community members to come over here and use this, which is a huge plus. And I know one of my past clients, I think she's on the 4th floor of the Braxton, and she absolutely loves it here, but she spends a lot of time down here. She'll come down here, read books, and sit out, enjoy just looking out over the river, and socializing with some of the other people that live here and other residents. Also, while helping maintain some of that community garden a little bit, staying active and just getting outside. But I'm almost right here to the tip of the island here with this beautiful view. And I know I mentioned it before, that Ashland City is most certainly known for its riverfront homes. A lot of really nice homes that are on some land, and they're very well known for how beautiful it is to just cruise up and down the river here, being able to check all those out, take in the view of the mountains. And like I said, it is very scenic here. I know I mentioned it before, the river's scenic, the drive is scenic, the drive all the way into Nashville is scenic. So you don't get that from a lot of the other angles from coming into Nashville, especially on a 4-lane highway that's pretty much straight. Usually if you end up on a highway out here, it's it's not quite as pretty, but with some of the hills and stuff here, you can just get some great views overall. But if you're looking for bang for your buck, water views, water access, and being able to just take it all in, live the river life on an affordable budget, like I said, the Braxton serves as a phenomenal opportunity to get you in there. And the HOA dues are fairly reasonable as well for all the amenities that you get on a monthly basis, and them taking care of all the outdoor maintenance as well. So it's, really makes your life quite a bit simpler, being able to let somebody else take care of all that stuff, not worrying about the roof, not worrying about exterior maintenance. And if you want to hang out at the pool, just slide on down, hang out at the pool. Somebody else cleans it for you, maintains it. And like I said, you even get this beautiful private island back here to have nature's playground right at your fingertips. And literally, as soon as I turn that camera off, here I come walking up. I said nature's playground. Here's a box turtle, cute little guy, just making his way across the path here. We're gonna leave him alone, let him do his thing. Just didn't want you guys to miss out on that cute little turtle.
All right, folks, we have arrived to our third stop on our home tours here in Ashland City, Tennessee. Now we're in the community of Sycamore Ridge. It is a beautiful community located about 20 minutes outside of downtown Ashland City, so maybe not quite as convenient as the homes we've shown you thus far, but we are just down the road from Pleasant View. So just up the street there, you've got access to all the things you could need, all the shopping, doctor's office, dentist, whatever you need to run to town for, you've got it just down the street. Now, Sycamore Ridge actually holds a special place in my heart, believe it or not. So back in 2018, quite a few years ago now, but back in 2018 when I was working for 84 Lumber, we actually supplied all of the roof trusses, the floor trusses, and the wall panels for these homes. So we were up here, oh gosh, I mean, probably 3 to 4 times a month at least, delivering materials, replacing materials, doing in-field repairs, things like that. You know, if you're not familiar with what goes into a roof truss, it would surprise you just how stringent the standards are for roof trusses and other trusses as well. You know, structural integrity is kind of important, especially when we're talking about your home. So Sycamore Ridge, beautiful community here, folks. It's well maintained, well kept, and I wanted to show you something. I'll get it in the drone footage for you as well, but just over my shoulder here, just on the other side of this, you know, kind of green buffer here, we've actually got a tobacco field going on, being harvested right now. If you're not familiar with tobacco fields, go ahead and do a Google image search. They are absolutely beautiful, at least in my opinion. Very, very southern thing, you know, a big tobacco field. And yeah, they're actually harvesting right now, so I'll make sure to get a good drone shot of that for you. But anyways, Sycamore Ridge, folks, beautiful community here. Like I said, very well maintained. Maybe not quite as convenient as some of the other homes we've shown you thus far, but you're still just down the street from anything you could ever need in Pleasant View. And then of course you're only a 30-minute drive from Nashville, so you really cannot beat the proximity to everything and how far your dollar takes you here in Ashland City. These homes are beautiful. We will show you one, guys. It's currently listed for sale. We're currently in our $400,000 price point. It's listed at $394,900. We're gonna cross the street here. It is listed at $394,900. So once it's all said and done, we'll call it $400,000. And most of these homes are going to fall right around that range. Now, oh, excuse me. Now, if these site-built single-family aren't really your thing, or the you know, the 400s are just a little bit out of budget, that's okay. That's okay, because here in Sycamore Ridge, you do have the option of a townhome. Townhomes are a great value, great homes to live in. My wife lived in a townhome for most of her life growing up and absolutely loved it. We've looked at quite a few over the years, and I'm certainly not opposed to them. They can be a great value, and they can help you get into a home. They can help you start building equity. They can help you start on your journey of home ownership. So townhomes are awesome, but if a townhome isn't your thing, you do have the option of a site-built single-family home like we're about to show you right up here. Now, this home that is currently listed, again, it's listed at $394,900. It's going to be a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, sitting right at 1,791 square feet. I'm gonna cross the road again so I don't get run over by a lawnmower. He's actually a nice gentleman. I spoke with him just a little bit ago on my first walkthrough. You know, most of the time we do get this stuff done in a single take, but sometimes words just fail me. You know, I'm human too. I mess things up. So anyways, folks, this is our home currently for sale. That's 9196 there. And yeah, again, 4-bed, 2.5, excuse me, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, or 2 bath. See what I mean? I talked about screwing up, and then I started losing my facts about the property. Anyways, beautiful homes here in Sycamore Ridge, folks. Absolutely incredible community, and like we've talked about, the setting here in Ashland City is just gorgeous. It really is. Big hardwoods everywhere, steep rolling hills, river bluffs and cliffs. You really cannot beat it. If you're looking for a great value, close to Nashville, close to Clarksville, and you know, you want to have all the outdoor recreation you could possibly want. So now that we've covered our $400,000 price point, we're going to head on down the road. We're going to show you what $700,000 and up will get you here in Ashland City, Tennessee. We're here at our last stop on our home tours here in Ashland City, Tennessee. And I know throughout this video, I've continually reiterated the beauty that, the beauty of Ashland City and the setting. Speaking of, there's tons of wildlife, tons of outdoor activity and recreation. We've got a bunch of this year's turkey poults just down the hill behind me. One left a feather here for us. I always like those. I always stick them in my hat or keep them in my car. I like collecting turkey feathers for some weird reason. They're just pretty feathers. But anyways, folks, we are here in the Hidden Lake community, and these homes are going to be filling our $700,000 plus price point. Now, most of these are, site-built single-family homes. Actually, all of them are. They're going to be more than 3,000 square feet for the most part. The home we're actually going to show you that is currently for sale just down the street here is actually a 4-bed, 3-bath, and it is just over 4,000 square feet, sitting on over an acre. The lots here are huge, folks. Looks like we got a new roof going in on this one just over here. You know, outside of that, it's a quiet, calm, peaceful neighborhood. It's gorgeous. I love how they've integrated the construction into the hardwoods and the rolling hills here in Ashland City. You may see me keep swiping at my leg. The sweat bees are absolutely terrible today. But anyways, folks, here we are. We are actually here at our home right now. It is gorgeous, 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 big, beautiful brick home. I love the stonework out front, and then you've got an incredible view off your back porch down more into the valley and the river bottom where downtown Ashland City is. These homes sit about 7 minutes outside of downtown Ashland City. You kind of meander out of town, up through the ridges and hills, following a creek actually. So even coming out of town up here, it's just a beautiful commute. Couple that with your commute to Nashville, you really can't ask for anything more in regards to scenery. So yeah, anyways, folks, it is a beautiful community here, beautiful neighborhood. I'm gonna keep walking around just so you can see everything Hidden Lake here has to offer. These homes are just massive, absolutely massive, folks. Well manicured. I actually saw several homes in the neighborhood. You may be able to pick it up in our B-roll footage. Several of the residents here have won Master Gardener Awards from the city because their landscaping is so immaculate, so complex, and so beautiful, as well as being so well maintained. Now, that is a pretty consistent theme through the neighborhood. Most of the landscaping here is absolutely immaculate. There's a little bit of dead grass here and there, but that's Tennessee. That's summer heat. That's a lack of rain that we've been receiving here recently. We've gone through a little bit of a dry period. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a drought just yet, but we have gone through a little bit of a dry period here in Middle Tennessee, and it certainly shows. So if you are a big landscaper, if you're a big gardener, that is something to consider when moving here to Tennessee, is that late in the summer, our rainfall typically tends to decline. That means dead grass, that means higher water costs if you are a gardener or a landscaper to keep your precious plants alive. And yeah, you just something to be aware of before you move here. Outside of that though, for the most part, I mean, Tennessee is pretty reasonable. Most of the days during the summer, it will get a little warmer than normal. Just waving at the neighbors right now. Everybody's so friendly in Ashland City. I love it. Folks are out working on their landscaping, just enjoying the day. This morning felt incredible, folks. It was in the 50s this morning. We were in the 70s all the way up to like 10 o'clock. It was absolutely wonderful. Now we're in the 80s now, so it's a little toasty out here, but not too bad all around. Again, beautiful homes, folks. Absolutely love it. You cannot beat Ashland City and being 20 to 30 minutes outside of downtown Nashville.
All right, y'all, we want to thank you so much for following along here on our tour in Ashland City, Tennessee today. It has been a beautiful day, full of showings, and it's checking out downtown, and hopefully you guys have truly enjoyed following along. We've showed you guys the condos, 2 twin towers, overlooking the Cumberland River, where you can take your boat out, enjoy a day with the family, do some skiing, some tubing, some fishing, whatever it is, even some drinking. You know, we're known to do that every now and then while fishing. It does happen. But we showed you some communities not too far down the road. They're only a short minute drive if you want to take your boat, kayaks, whatever, put them in, and really kind of showed you what life here in Ashland City would be like, including the downtown area. It's a great little downtown spot. And right behind us, we've actually got Marrowbone Brewing Company. We're getting ready to go in here, grab a beer, and hang out a little bit.
So remember, folks, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Ashland City, Tennessee. Until next time, we hope to see you around town soon.